appreciate them, and I appreciate you also for standing here to watch. So, bro, if you have got that woman in your life, number one thing that you want to take note of is a prayerful woman who prays with you, not a woman who prays for you. A woman that prays with you. This is not going to apply to many people because we've got men who don't even pray. We've got men who don't even know where God is. But let me tell you, my brother, God is a very important figure in every person's life. The moment you understand how to mend and foundation your relationship, personal relationship between you and God, you win life. Nobody succeeds without cementing the foundation between them and God. So as a man, you want to work on your relationship with God. I did not mention church here. I did not mention mosque here. I did not mention temple here, but I said God. Because I know some people go to the mosque, some people go to church, other people go to temple, some people just go under the trees. But I'm talking about one God that I believe in, that we all believe that there's only one God. So if you have a woman who prays with you, who understands your relationship, the foundation that you have created with your God, that is a woman, even if she's hustling, even if she still doesn't have a home of her own, she still doesn't have money that you can see, oh, she has worked hard, she's made some money. She still doesn't have that look that you've been looking for. You know, we have women out here who have money. And what we are seeing in them is not their real people. And you are seeing a certain woman who's just, her skin is dry, her hair is not made. It's not because she doesn't take care of herself. It's because she is not having it. Still, she's trying to hustle. She doesn't have money to buy the makeups. She doesn't have money to buy a Brazilian hair. She doesn't have money to go and buy some creams. She's just using, in Kenya, we have these, forgive me for mentioning this because the Kenyans know what I'm talking about. We have the Aramis, we have the Vaseline, we have got these jellies. So she's just applying a jelly on her body. She's a hustler. She's got no money to make all those makeup. So, when you look at her, she's not the most beautiful woman you want to see, but a man who has got the inner eye, not the outer eye, can see a beautiful woman in that woman who has a dry skin. She can see a beautiful woman in that woman who doesn't have a makeup. He can see a beautiful woman in that woman who doesn't have a Brazilian hair. But the moment this woman is a woman who can sit down with you and hold hands and say, let's pray. She prays with you. That's a good woman. That's a woman for keeps, even if she doesn't have money, even if she doesn't have the face that you want to see every time. Because one day, one time, that prayer is gonna bring some blessings in that house. So, number one thing that you want to look at in a woman who is still hustling is a woman who is praying with you. And as I said, a disclaimer, not everybody will understand this because not every man prays. We have men who have never, made or created a foundation between them and God. So one thing that you want to do as a man is to, develop a relationship between you and God. That's when you will identify a woman who's going to take you places. Yes, this video is going to be on YouTube, so if you'll not have time to watch it, you can watch it later in the day on my YouTube channel. Number two, a woman who is hustling. Maybe she's hustled, she has got a little money, she can buy makeup, she can buy Brazilian hair, she can take you out for a dinner, she can pay for a taxi by herself, but still she doesn't have some balance in the bank, all right? If she loses that business, she will be bankrupt. She will be with no money. We call her a hustling woman. She has got a small business. She's got a salon. She's got a job. She's getting a little money that she can buy her own things. She's a hustler. When you have this woman, my brother, and this woman is competing with you, run for your life. A good woman is a woman that is not in competition with a man. How does a woman become a competitive woman? She's a woman who reminds you every day of the things you're not doing. She's a woman who reminds you every day how other men are doing this, yet you're not doing it. Is a woman who reminds you of the brands that have already come out, brands of the things that don't bring money or any development in you, brands that only is going to portray you to the public how good your relationship is. She's a woman who is only reminding you of what you did not buy for her, something that does not build her or build you, but portrays her as the woman who is enjoying relationship in the whole world. She's a woman who only feels that the best thing for you to do is those good pictures. Put me on your profile picture. Why am I not, did you not put me in your status? Why did you not share me on my birthday? That is a woman who is in competition with you. Is not a woman who can build you. She's telling you, why am I not in your status? Because she's got a little money. She knows about the status. She's got a little money. She's posting photos and pictures on Instagram. So she wants you to post her on Instagram. That's a competitive woman. Is a very dangerous woman. Is a very dangerous woman. Be careful with such a woman, my brother. That is a woman that can take you to a grave very early. She's competitive. A very red flag for you. Yeah. All right. So somebody's saying, you say word like gold, highly respect to you, sir. All right. My pleasure. Thanks for understanding and appreciating my work. Number 3, guys, my brother, if your woman does not listen to understand, she listens to reply. She listens to validate herself. She listens to argue. She listens to find who is wrong and who's right. Is a very bad woman. A woman is somebody, I know women like to talk, women like to argue, but a woman who argues with you to bring a point, a woman who argues with you to find a solution is better than a woman who listens to reply. I'll give you an example. This is my phone. I'm calling my fiancé now, okay? I make a call, and I put the phone on my ear. Hello? Hi, darling. Maybe you told me last night that you're going to call me, and you didn't call. What happened? Then the reply is, but you had a phone, and you know my number. Why did you not call me? Yes, I told you I will call you, but you could have called me. Look, this lady is your girlfriend or is your wife, and you are having a call, and she said that she will call you back, and you gave her time to do whatever she was doing, and then she will call you, and she did not, and you slept. In the morning, you're asking, why did you not call me back as you had said? Instead of her listening to understand, she listens to reply. But you had a phone, and you could call me. Why did you not call? Why did you sleep without calling me then? After all, we can all call. What she's saying is true, right? But do you think she understood the reason why you're asking for this? Sometimes you're asking to know, was there any problem with her? Sometimes you're asking to know, was there any commitment? Was there something wrong as to why she did not call you? So a good woman is a woman who says that, you know what happened, honey? I was to call you back, but unfortunately after that call, after what I was doing, I felt so tired and I just went to rest on the bed and I slept. That's why I didn't call you. That is a woman who listens to understand and then tells you why it did not happen. But this who does not understand you, who listens to reply, listens to validate, listens to, to argue a point, to be right, is a red flag. She might take you to your grave early. Don't fail to like the video, guys. As you're watching the video, if you like what you're hearing here, I'm not forcing anyone to like, by the way. Tap the screen if you're liking what you're hearing from here. So women, take note that this is secrets for you to take home. But men, take note that this is what you need to see in a woman if you're dating them and you want a woman who you can appreciate in the near future. These are the things that you need to take note of and be sure that you are getting them. All right? So we are going to number 4. We have good women, hustler, has money, can buy herself what she wants. She's driving herself, but still she's a hustler. She doesn't have money that can feed her for the rest of her life, but will never ever admit her mistakes. She will never admit her mistakes. I don't know. There's this lady who every time when we are having live is commenting, please, I want to share something with you. And I'm always telling this lady that you can go to the link on my bio and send me a message, or come to my TikTok DM, which is open to the public, and send me a message. But she never sends. But every time I have live, she's telling people here, please, I want to share something with you. So you people who are watching, what do I do to such kind of people? If I block them, am I a wrong person? Because yesterday night, the same lady, I don't know whether she's a lady or a man, talked about, please, I want to share something with you. And I told her, you can request as a guest if you want to share it in public. If not, send me a message on my DM. They don't send message. But again, the next day, she comes the same thing. Please, I want to share something with you. Come on. If a woman does not admit her mistakes, right? They don't admit. Sometimes something happens. We make mistakes. And I'm not saying that it is wrong to make mistakes, my dear sisters. You can always make mistakes. We will make mistakes. We will make mistakes. For sure, no one is always perfect. But when you make a mistake as a human being, a woman who is a perfect woman, not 100% perfect, because no woman or no man is perfect, but a good woman that is for keeps, is a woman who tones down, a woman who calms down and accepts the mistakes and says, the way ego destroys relationships. Men also don't accept mistakes. But when you find a woman who doesn't accept mistakes, when you find a woman who doesn't accept mistakes, please, brother, take whatever you have and go. Because it is better a man who doesn't accept mistakes. Because women know how to cool down their tempers better than men. But if you have a woman who doesn't accept mistakes, my brother, you will be thinking, Sue, I see you, and thanks for the gift. You will be thinking you married a hell. So get a woman who admits their mistakes, then they tone down and they call you, even if it will take a year, or not a year, it will be too much. If it will take an hour or a day, you argue, but you can see very well that it is her mistake. Women will always argue. Women were born, let me tell you something, a very short story before we continue. Do you know that when God created Adam, the Garden of Eden was so peaceful? Adam was following all God's instructions. Adam was so obedient to God, and animals and food was so easy to get. But the moment God created a woman, that's the time life started becoming hard. Because the woman went, talked to the snake. Snake told the woman that there's a very beautiful fruit here that God is telling you not to eat, but this is the fruit of knowledge. God doesn't want you to have the knowledge that he has. What happened? The woman came back, told Adam that, why are we wasting this fruit? One day, guys, I will be bold and tell you the fruit that people don't want to talk about. You know, religion doesn't want to talk about that fruit, but that fruit we need to know. In fact, I've been telling myself that if only religious leaders would have talked about that fruit, today we will not have problems that we are having in relationships. But because the religious leaders and all this religion, they fear talking about this fruit that was eaten. That is why we are finding ourselves in problems, especially in relationships. But imagine if these religious leaders would be telling us the fruit, because they're just saying that the fruit was in the middle of the garden. But what is this fruit? What is the name of that fruit? Anyway, I was trying to explain something here. Then woman brought the fruit and Adam ate the fruit, and that is where the problem started. When God came and was asking that what happened? Adam, what happened? Adam pointed at Eve. Eve pointed at the snake. Eve did not accept her mistake. Adam did not accept his mistake. And that's why we were punished. So if you want to find a great woman, find a woman who can admit. If these people admitted, if Adam would have admitted, all right, and says that, you know what, I have done a mistake, God. You told us not to eat this fruit. Please, God, I'm on my knees. Forgive me. We would not be suffering. God would have not put punishment on us. But because Adam did not accept the mistakes, Eve did not accept the mistakes, punishment was put upon the man. The man was told that you will toil because now you've known the fruit of knowledge, which was now you will be able to give back. So because you have introduced the second person into this world, the third person, sorry, now you have to go and work and get food for them. I gave you food for free, and I gave you this woman, and I gave you this woman, and I made trying to call me, and I don't know who that was. Forgive me, guys. I was getting a call here, and I just hung it up. So let's continue. Because these people did not admit their mistakes, and they kept on, arguing and blah blah blah, they got a punishment. They were punished. So find a woman who can admit her mistakes, not a woman who argues to be true even when they are not true. All right. Number 5, right? Yes, number 5. Find a woman who can tell you no. This is going to be very difficult for the men to understand. Imagine you pay a taxi, okay? You pay a Uber. Hey, hello, baby. I'm home this weekend, so don't you think that it's good for you to come over? Then the lady is like, all right, yeah, I'll come over. Okay, I'm sending you a cab to pick you up. Then she's picked up. She comes to your home. You cook together romantically, touching each other, biting her ear in the kitchen while she's cooking, holding her waist, and everything happens. And electricity starts to work. And then the food is brought, you eat romantically, sharing some, niceness on the table, giving each other water or even a juice, trying to feed each other, and everything happens on the table. So there is a certain mood has been created. Then when you are going to stretch your hands, this lady says that, you know what, Bobby? No, we're not going to have it today. We're not going to have it today. Then the man is like, why? Give me the reason. You need a woman who will not give you a reason, but will stick to her no. My brothers, this might look bad. It might look wrong. Most of the men think and would start thinking like, oh, so you're having another person who's servicing you, right? You're having a certain guy who's now sleeping with you. That's why you don't want to sleep with me. I'm giving that example. I'm not saying that is the only thing you need to say no to. But I'm giving that example because that is the most difficult no that can come from any woman. Any man can convince that woman to sleep with her. But the moment you find a woman who can be electrified and then reach a moment where she will hold your hand and tell you that, darling, I love you, but trust me, not today. A woman who says no, and I will now give you the reason why. Try to ask yourself, this woman is working in an office, working for a male manager, working with male colleagues. If every day it is so easy for you to slide on her, it is easy for you to sleep with her every time you want. She never says no to everything. How sure are you that she can resist temptations? For example, if it is a temptation in office, her manager is on her neck, wanting to sleep with her. And even threatening her that if you don't, you will lose your job. When a woman says no to you, and you are her man, you are safe. That woman can lose her job, but not her dignity. that is a sign that that woman can lose her job but not her dignity. But if it is always just yes, my brothers, I know this is difficult to understand, but I want you guys to understand something here. If every time she says no, not every time, sorry, if she can say no at some level, even when she sees that you are hard rock now and your pant is stretching now and you need to cool down, that woman might have a solution for you, but not to slide inside her. She can tell you no, but she can cuddle you, she can talk to you nicely, she can touch you, she can cool you down until you sleep, until the next morning. It's fine. Be happy. My brother, don't throw that woman out of your house. Don't go telling every friend that, you know what, she cannot, she's denying me my rights. It is your right, yes. But let me tell you, you are a lucky man, because it will be not easy for any other man apart from. Imagine you are a man that you are in the kitchen, you kiss each other, you bite her ear, you touch her, you hold her waist, you're doing everything. It means you have reached her space of privacy, you have reached her space of secrecy. So how will it be easy for her to allow a man who is only on her public space to sleep with her? That is how to identify and know an easy lady. People don't know. People come here asking me that, sir, how can I know my woman is cheating or us? There is so many ways. But again, I'm not saying that a woman who accepts to sleep with you every day is a bad woman. I was using that example to give you the tighter one, to make you understand what I'm trying to bring a point here. No can be for so many things. If you find a woman who says no to alcohol, all right? And by the way, women, when your man is feeding you with alcohol, and you are thinking that is the life, that is how to live a life. So thank you for the gift. You are thinking that is the life that I need to live. Hey, you are losing it. That man is not going to take you anywhere. No man, not even a single man, wants to live with a wife who's drinking. There are so many men who want women who drink, but not even a single man wants a wife who is drinking. They want girlfriends who drink because they want to go party with you. They want to take you places. They want to drink. They want you to get drunk so that they can, every time they want. Because when you are drunk, you've lost yourself. They open your legs every time they want. They wake you up in the middle of the night. You cannot say no. So they want a girlfriend who drinks. But no man wants a wife that is drinking and forgetting herself. So when you find a woman who will tell you no, club, for me, no. I know I drink, but not in the club. I know I drink, but what I have taken here, just this glass, quarter of the glass, it's enough for me. When he's trying to add more into the glass, she says, no, baby, that's enough. I don't go beyond that. These are some of the things that I'm telling you as a man. These are some of the things. You don't need to ask your woman, like, who are you? What kind of a man do you want? What are your characters? These are things that you need to look at on the table. When you're pouring that glass, you drink and you're drinking with her and you're pouring the glass, the wine in the glass, and she goes tap, gone. She puts glass back and you're putting again and she's got tap. That's not a woman you want to have. You want a woman who can say, no, baby, that's enough. I drink, but this is the much I do. That is a woman for keeps. Number 6. I hope I'm in number 6 because I did not number them. I just wrote the points, but they're no numbering. But I hope there's number 6 now. If you have a woman who is a hustler, she's hustling, you need a woman who is also supporting your own hustle. A woman who can support you. Gakunga, if you would like to have a conversation with me, I want to tell you, if you click my bio there, there's a link that will take you to my WhatsApp. And if that is not going to work, because to some people it doesn't work, but if you have a laptop, I'll tell you guys, if you have a laptop or a desktop, it is very easy to reach my WhatsApp through that link. You just click, your desktop will take you very fast to my WhatsApp. But if you have a mobile phone, it works for some people it doesn't work. So if it's not working for you, send me message on TikTok, please, And I don't want anyone again to say, please, sir, I want to have a conversation with you. Just go to my TikTok, send me a message, I will have a chat. So that we don't break on this conversation. You know, there are some people who are now having the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit now has come down into their heart. They want to listen to my teachings. They don't want these stops. If you have a woman who can support your hustle, all right, like the one that I have, supports me from all angles of my life, supports, she knows what I need for my coaching session. She knows what I need. She knows I need time. She knows that if I don't answer that call within 2 seconds, she'll hang up. She knows that maybe she's in a class, she's busy, she's live, she's doing something, she will cancel and leave a message. Honey, call me back when you get time. Is she supporting your hustle? Does she understand you? Does she understand what you are doing at a certain time? Is there interest in her to know what you are doing? You know, the thing is, people sometimes don't understand that. How now do I support him? How do I support somebody's hustle? Supporting somebody's hustle doesn't mean that you need to give them money, you need to like be there and work with them. No. Supporting them is, are you creating an environment, enabling environment? You are not this woman of every time message, tick, tick, honey, how are you? Again after 2 seconds, baby, and you're saying nothing. Calls every time, calling. Give a man space to be a man. Supporting a man's hustle is creating an enabling environment. If your woman is creating that enabling environment, that you can hustle, that you can do your works, you can generate income, you can be with your friends, even if it's your fun time. You know, ladies, men have got their men club. And the man who doesn't have a man club is a dangerous man. If you have a man who have got no friends, if you have a man who doesn't have men they go watch football with, that man is a dangerous man. That is the man who is screwing women in offices. Trust me, you. If you have a man who's got no men friends that you can identify, you know that, oh, my boyfriend's friend is so and so. If he's not reachable, I can call so and so to help me find him. That is a very dangerous man. And men, this is a secret I'm giving to these women today. And let me explain. Maybe somebody will be asking, but why is that dangerous? Imagine you can't reach your man on phone. Whom will you call? This is a secret I'm giving to you, ladies. You have tried since morning, you cannot reach your man. And maybe he's working outside there, not with his family. He's just in a, like myself. I just have a cousin in Bahrain here. All my family are in Kenya. My sister traveled to the US the other day. But all my brothers and my grandma is back in Kenya. So if my fiancée doesn't know my friends and she's trying to reach me, whom does she call? Do you know the boyfriends or the men friends of your man? Do you give your man space to be with them? Do you sometimes accompany him to be with his friends? Have you learned his circle to know? So you have to support your man's hustle. Some of the hustles are always created within this men group. See, there are men out there who get business ideas, who get business partners through those football matches. Sometimes you have this man, you know, for me, I always say, people say that, you know, you should not go to a bar, you should not go to a club. I know even my uncle that I worked for, before, you know, coming to Bahrain, I was taking care of my uncle's properties. I was taking care of his real estate, his businesses, or doing all the tenders and supplies of everything for him. And all these businesses, the tenders that we used to get, he used to seal those businesses in the pub. He never used to drink. My uncle was not drinking, but he used to go to the bar. They call it bar in my place. Here they're called restaurants and clubs and everything. So he used to go there, sit on the table, buy alcohol for his friends, have a conversation. He's drinking his Sprite. And at the end of the day, from that table, he will come back with business. He'll be calling me, John, can we have a meeting tomorrow? Then when we are meeting, when discussing, yesterday I was in with so and so, and I got this business. So are you creating an environment, enabling environment for this man? If you have a woman who cannot give you that enabling environment, put an X and leave.